Good morning, students. Today's topic of discussion is the control room of the cell, that is nucleus. So we know nucleus is regarded as the control room of the cell, or you can say it is the principle of the cell or the brain of the cell. Why nucleus is called the brain of the cell or the control room or principle of the cell? The reason is quite obvious, because it controls all the activities performed by the cell. The way the brain controls all the activities of all the systems which are there inside us in human body, same way nucleus also controls and coordinates all the activities performed by the different cell organelles. Now see what is so special about nucleus. What are the parts of the nucleus? Now we have discussed why it is called the brain of the cell. Now see, there are different parts of the nucleus. First is nuclear membrane. This surrounds the nucleus and it is double membrane, and it is porous also. It looks like this. It is porous, it is double membrane, and at places it has got pores, so that there can be easy entry and exit of the material. So this is the cytoplasm which surrounds the nucleus, and in the cytoplasm all the cell organelles, they float because it's a jelly matrix. So this one is the nucleus, which is centrally located, spherical also generally. Now see, the nuclear membrane which surrounds the nucleus, it is double membrane. You can see this is outer membrane and another one is the inner membrane. At places it has got many pores. Why the pores are present? So that there can be easy exchange of the material from the nuclear plasma or nucleoplasma. This is called nucleoplasma. This is cytoplasm, this is nucleoplasm. So there can be easy entry and exit of the substances between cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. The jelly matrix inside the nucleus is nucleoplasm. So what are the different parts of the nucleus? Different parts of the nucleus is nuclear membrane. Then we have got the jelly matrix called the nucleoplasm. This is the structure of the nucleus. I am drawing only the nucleus. So this is nucleoplasm, which is present in the nucleus. This is the nuclear, this one is the nuclear membrane, which is double membrane, and at places nuclear pores are there, so that there can be exchange, easy entry and exit of the required materials. Now another very important things are also present in the nucleus, that is nucleolus, which is present here in the nucleoplasm. So this is nucleolus. It is also called little nucleus, nucleus inside nucleus, and this nucleoplasm is also very important. Now moving ahead, you know, in the nucleoplasm there are some genetic material. Genetic material is also present in the nucleoplasm. This genetic material is very important, because this genetic material is nothing but it is called chromatin, thread like structure called chromatin. And this chromatin thread like structure during cell division undergoes condensation. All these threads, they come closer and they become rod like structures called your chromosomes. So initially when the cell is not dividing, the thread like structure is called chromatin. When the cell undergo and ready for the division, it matures, it undergoes condensation, and it forms a rod like structure called chromosome. So chromosome is a rod like structure, much condensed, and chromatin is thread like structure. Chromosome is present in mature cell, the cell which is ready for the cell division, and chromatin is a thread like structure which is present in the young cell, when the cell is just the young and not ready for the cell division. Both are genetic material only, and both of them contain DNA, and DNA has got the genes. So gene is the smallest unit of inheritance, or you can say gene is the smallest unit which is responsible for transmission of the characters from the parents to the next generation. So how the characters are transferred from the parents to their offsprings, to their progeny. So the reason is the information about the character is locked in the genes. So genes are there which is responsible for the transmission of the characters. So initially the genetic material in young cell is in thread like structure chromatin, then it undergoes condensation, it forms chromosomes, and if you take out you just unwind the chromosome, you will find that chromosome is made up of DNA. So DNA is present here, and in the DNA you have got some genes, and every gene is responsible for certain characteristics. So we can say gene is the smallest unit, as in case of our body, cell is the basic unit. Same way, if you take out the basic unit of genetic material, that is gene. So thank you very much. Revise well.